Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Monday, March 13th, 2023. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as always, do keep in mind it is general. But the overall message I channeled for us for Monday, finding your happy, finding your happy. So with that said and done, let's begin. I've decided to use two different tarot decks. We're going to begin with the Tattoo Tarot deck and see what we get for an overall energy. And then we'll shift on forward to use the Light Seers deck for Monday. Okay, the Seven of Swords and the Devil card. Okay, so we got two. So I do feel as if with the Devil card, there's stuff that you have to cope with, deal with throughout this day that's taking a highlight in your mind, your focus. Whether you begin this day feeling you just kind of wake up on the wrong side of the bed and a bit of a mood, you could find yourself just feeling a bit foggy and a bit of a funk at the beginning of the day, or you could wake up on the right side of the bed and be in a good mood, being in good spirits, excuse me. But then one of not multiple factors or bumps in the road throughout the day adjusts your mood in a negative direction. Does that make sense? Or frustrates you? But I do feel as if, and of course that's going to look different for everybody, but I feel as if you're just kind of keeping to oneself. You might be pushed to think about a person, if not multiple people from your past who are not trustworthy, to prepare for the success of future connections or the success of a connection, if not multiple, that you already have within your life. But I do feel like there's a little bit of nervousness in the air throughout this day, and so there's a need to cope with that. But I do feel as if it's a day where you naturally need to choose not to sit in that bad mood or that funk, right? To be honest with oneself, to check oneself and just say, I have strategies that I've developed, learned over time at this point along my path to implement to become happier, right? Going back to the overall message, it's about choosing to find that happy from the beginning of the day, and then when need be throughout the day to just adjust your perspective, your focus. They're saying pop in your headphones and put in some music, all right? Or listen to some music rather. I do feel like when you feel a little bit shaky, a lot of witch drawn to the reading need to recognize that it's not your energy. You might already be recognizing this, but you might just need to step away from a situation for a temporary time, or altogether for that day. I do feel like some of what you're thinking about a move of residence, as I stutter a bit, a move of residence as I'm drawn to that skyline. But let's do some shuffling as one of my cards to get damaged a little bit. Anyways, for this upcoming Monday to continue, another Seven of Swords, the number 77 coming out, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. So yeah, a lot of heavy energy on the board. I do feel as if, again, it's up to you to maintain and come back to that happy way of being. But I do feel like you're thinking about and potentially putting effort towards world-changing adjustments, or one in particular. I do feel like something's doing well for you, giving you levels of success. So that should at least bring you some sort of, they're saying sunny vibe, happiness throughout this day. But I do feel like bright and shiny is what I'm hearing. Something is feeling and being viewed, looked at as very polished. But the Seven of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Wands, there's a situation where you're expecting the worst. I do feel like you could be absolutely expecting the worst when it comes to a connection, whether you've known them for a while or not, or you're just meeting them because of people who have damaged you in the past, or situations that when you thought it was going to work out, say it's dating or friendship, and then it just kind of got squashed or didn't go anywhere, or ended in disappointment. And so Spirit's saying you need to, okay, clear your voice and get it out there. That's of importance, but also just find a reason, a way to expect the best, okay? Because we don't need you or want you to be manifesting the worst outcome, right? Scenario. We can't have your past affecting your bright future. But I do feel like it's a day where you're being pushed to recognize that there's a reason why there's multiple levels of secrecy taking place in your life. Why do you feel the need to not share the fact that you ended a situation, even with one, if not multiple people you normally would? I do feel like your negative mindset at times, or just your moodiness, maybe tied into stemming from you being a bit of a wounded warrior, a bit burnt out. I do feel like there's a focus on all you've been through, but don't dwell on it. Just as much as you shouldn't be sitting in that negative mindset or just funk or moodiness. but I do feel like there's noise factors throughout this day. I was getting ready to begin the reading, and I don't know if they're like cutting down trees or something of the sort, but that was taking a highlight in my awareness in regards to this reading. But I do feel as if you're thinking about energy, people are the type of individuals you don't wish to be associated with. I do feel like there are thoughts of your career, dating. I mean, it reminds me of the Sunday reading, but it's in a different manner. It feels like there's one area of your life where you are expecting the best, but why can't we take that view and expectation in a positive way and apply it to one, if not multiple other areas of your life where you just can't seem to expect the best? I'm hearing you'll make room. You'll make room. There's a sense of you thinking maybe you don't have enough time due to work and all your other obligations to date, or you may not have enough time to add this new opportunity for success onto your plate. But Spirit's saying if it's something of importance to you, if it's destined, if it's meant to be, you'll make time, right? It's kind of like when you think about getting together with a friend or hanging out with somebody of importance, going on a date per se. If you really want to, or if they really want to, they'll make time. You'll make time, okay? So it's about just managing your time well, balancing things out, and just doing your best to cut out time to make room for what feels necessary, what's important, and just destined, okay? But let's keep pulling. There's a need to heal throughout this Monday. I feel like there was some healing taking place on Sunday, but just not enough. I feel like some of which may be a little bit bored even, but then there's plenty to get done. There's plenty to be accomplishing or just enjoying throughout this day. So there may be that reminder as well. But the Emperor, because I do feel like on a positive note, you are thinking about what to do next, okay? You're producing, developing. There's thoughts of just wanting to be strategic and make the right move for oneself, whether this is who you start to date or continue to, whether to begin jump into a new job or whether or not to continue a specific job for oneself, how to proceed with your business. I just feel like you're thinking a little bit too logically and needing to trust your feelings, your intuition through it all, because I feel like this is going to benefit you greatly and even leave you happier in the midst of all of which, in the end. They're saying, yeah, don't overthink. Another Devil card. So 2 7 of Swords, 2 Devil cards. There's a lot to be cut out moving forward, I feel like habit-wise. But this also speaking upon your strategy, over-strategizing, overthinking, overworking oneself for some. Spirit's saying you might find that the days upcoming or just the upcoming weeks are going to be very, very busy for oneself. So don't get distraught or annoyed in moments of stillness, okay? Allow for this day to be productive, but also very simplistic. When I feel like in your head, in your approach, there's just a lack of simplicity, all right? Feels like in a sense you're also being prepared for a new chapter of in one's life, but the Ace of Swords and the 8 of Cups, thinking thoroughly about what you left behind, person, place, situation. I feel like it's one specifically for you, and you probably know what that is watching this reading, but I also feel like there's other areas of your life where you left something behind, and that might also be thought of at one point, if not multiple, but it feels like there's a huge focus on why you left something behind, or 2 different similar situations, and how that's leading you towards something more aligned with you, something that's going to benefit you even more so, and leave you feeling more fulfilled, I want to say. But I do feel like there's a reminder that the opportunities that you've began, that ended, whether that felt within your control or not, whether you made the right choice or not in your mind throughout this day, it's all leading up to and has prepared you for what feels like a new opportunity moving forward, and just simply the success that lies ahead. But it's all about how you balance things out, manage things, and at the very, very least, or most importantly, how you manage one's mindset. I just feel like Spirit's really focusing on one, if not multiple, toxic habits of yours, and wanting to clean that up to prepare for the success that lies ahead, healthier days ahead, happier days. But the 7 of Cups and the Page of Cups, learning more about all that you have to accomplish, learning through what you're accomplishing, even learning in moments of stillness. But I do feel like you're gaining clarity on how many options you actually do have. But Spirit's saying you can break that down, or minimize the effort that needs to go for that needs to be put forth towards acquiring what's meant for you, because you have a strong intuition. I hope that was worded correctly. But I also feel like you're thinking about how to creatively, strategically get things accomplished in the upcoming days, because I feel like there's still more to get done. But don't overwhelm oneself. Try to stay in the present moment, because it feels like it's a day, another kind of day where you will find your mind jumping to the past, whether that's your choice or not, then back to the present, and then to the future. And then at times you're thinking about all of which all together, right? Don't overwhelm oneself. It's a day where, once again, it's up to you to maintain and at times regain that happy state of being, because I feel like there's, again, busy days ahead for you. And this day has this sort of up and down vibe about it, right? Busyness, stillness, happiness, moodiness. But I just feel like they're saying toxicity, healthiness. But again, it's up to you to find your happy. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Monday, and I'll see you next time.